with my little simple melody that's being played with this very simple sample, what I want to do is take advantage of some voice stacking so that I can make this sound a lot thicker and basically make it so that the extra voices that are generated change some parameters in some interesting ways. So let's see what we can do, shall we? To the left, over here, as we talked about in the last video, I have the voice count, the maximum voices, and the voices per note. Now, the default setting is 1, and like I said, when I play one note, it generates one voice. Now, if I change this, let's say I change it to 2. Okay, when I moved from 1 to 2, it might be kind of hard to see, but this number 2 got lit up. And now when I play this sound, it's a little bit louder because now I'm generating 2 voices per note. Now you see down here where it says playable notes, when it was 1 voice, it was 24. But when I change this to 2, now it's only 12 playable notes because each note would generate 2 voices, and there's a maximum of 24 voices. So, okay, that's cool, but what's the big benefit of doing this? Oftentimes in synthesizers, you might have a feature called unison, where you can make it so that when you play a note, it generates more than one voice. And then you can slightly detune the pitch of these voices away from each other, which gives you a nice kind of chorusy sort of sound. This is something that we can easily accomplish here, but we can actually make it so that each voice that's generated can modulate whatever it wants to in this device to give us that much more control and versatility. So first off, let's try a basic unison type idea. So I want to make it so that the pitch of the 2 voices will be slightly different. And if I click here, now I can map this to one of the parameters and make it so that that one voice will be affected slightly differently. We can see all the things here that are highlighted in this kind of green color can be adjusted, and I have the pitch parameter here. So I'm going to slightly detune this just a little bit down. All right. I'll go to the second voice here, and I'll detune this ever so slightly up. All right, now without doing anything else, the result sounds like this. And let me go ahead and turn up the sustain level. So now we can hear a bit of difference in the pitch. While we're at it, I'm going to go ahead and make it so that these are slightly panned left and right. So stack voice 1, I'm going to select this, and I'm going to make it so that this is panned a bit more to the left, minus 40. And the second one will be panned a bit more to the right, plus 40. There we go. All right, so now, okay, slight difference there. I think another thing that I like to do, possibly make it so that, let me see, let's go ahead and generate a third voice. So voices per note, let's bring this up to 3. And in the third voice here, I think I want to make it so that the loop length is a little bit shorter. So this has been selected, length is here, and let's just go ahead and make this a little shorter. Nice. I think for the first 2 voices, I want to make the attack time a little bit longer. So I select the first voice, and we'll just attack time like that. Do the same thing for the second voice here. Interesting. Okay. And then maybe for this third voice, maybe we'll make this a full octave lower. So I got the third voice selected. I have pitch here. I'm just going to grab this and drop it by minus 12. Minus 12. Bam. And you know what? While we're at it, I'm going to go ahead and offset the play position so it doesn't get that initial attack, because I don't really want that. There we go. Very cool. So I'm just playing one note, but that one note is now generating 3 voices, and we have some different things happening with each voice. We've detuned voices 1 and 2, panned them left and right, dropped the pitch of the third voice down an octave, adjusted the loop length, the play position. In fact, you know what? While we're at it, I'm going to go ahead and play around with the loop length and position of these voices too, because since they're panned left and right, this will add to the whole sense of stereo width. Nice. Okay, very cool. So you can see voice stacking, incredibly useful. And this is just one of the many features that we have available here. Oh, I forgot I had a glide on. It's actually not too bad. Could be a cool little layer, so I'm going to leave this set aside for now. All right, now let's check out some zone parameters that we can use as well.